So this is interesting, right? Super fancy new washing machine. Look at that stuff. Look at it. And dry, I mean. And so it's interesting, right? This one is interesting, right? AI dry. And as a professor who does a search in applying AI to solve human problems, this is interesting, right? Like, what do they mean by AI dry? How are they sensing it? And this is called #interpretableAI. Understand what the AI is doing. You know what's also missing? It's missing #interactiveAI, right? Interactive AI is when you have an intelligent process or algorithm, but it actually allows you to interact with components and set parameters. For some interpretable AI would say something like, you know, obviously not on a machine, but have a QR code, have something somewhere that says, how do you optimize based on the fabrics? Like, how exactly? What is it sensing? Like, say something. I know the algorithm may be complex, but you have to say something, otherwise how do people know what's going on? Interactive AI would be that when I specify this, don't just do AI dry. AI is not that smart. It's never going to be that smart. You have to help a human being solve a problem. I'll be more precise. AI may be smart, but having AI to replace a human being is a losing proposition. Because a good AI, just like a good person, will not do it all on its own. You wouldn't have one person do something to solve a hard problem. You'd have multiple. So if the AI is one agent, it has to collaborate with the human being. So interactive AI, #interactive AI, would actually communicate interpretable AI, what's happening, and it would allow me to set some parameters. It would allow me to understand, like, I want you to actually be careful and conservative and not dry my clothes too much. I want you to go through and be aggressive because, you know, it's just bedding. So this is a great example just in everyday life of how we need to think about AI differently. So what do you all take with now? What's your kind of key takeaways, or what could you do differently as a result of this? So if I can suggest, one key takeaway is this, which is, the question is, when we think about AI systems in our life, how can we make them better by making them #interpretable AI? The AI is telling you what's going on. How to make them better by having #interactive AI, where, for example, the AI communicates what's happening, and then it sees itself as one agent, as a team member, where it's saying what it's going to do, but it tells it so you can provide input. For example, like letting me specify whether I want to be conservative, don't damage my clothes in drying, or it can be aggressive because it's just a bunch of towels. Does that make sense to everyone? Here's what we could do differently. One thing we could do differently would be to actually, as we build AI systems, look out for this. Right now, you could just Google interactive AI or interpretable AI. You might also want to Google interactive machine learning, interpretable machine learning, and then think, when you have these systems, whether it's ChatGPT or something else, how can you come up with guidelines, instructions, and examples of how it's going to be interpretable, communicate what it's doing, and also be interactive? Because too many products don't do that. What do you think of that? Send any suggestions, questions, or suggestions of how we could actually present this message differently, or the examples of where you've seen this in everyday life.